Can't last forever, that, can it? Well, meanwhile, times remain tough for manufacturing companies, traditionally at the heart of this region's economy. Just 23% are working at full capacity and confidence is low.
But a Birmingham Chamber of Commerce survey says the one bright spot for 2011 is exports, with 45% of firms reporting an increase in orders from abroad. Here's Joanne Riddle.
The highly specialised work carried out by this electronics design and manufacturing firm is leading it out of recession. The company will turn over £4.5 million this year. That's 30% up on last year. In fact, orders at Arrowvale Electronics in Redditch are up by 20% in the last 3 months alone, compared to this time last year.
There's new orders coming in. We've had lots of inquiries from Canada, from Spain, from China, where we're expecting the new order any minute now. So in general, things are getting much brighter, and we expect to take on at least half a dozen people in the first quarter and second quarter.
The company makes de-icing equipment for the London Underground, carries out confidential work for submarines and a host of other specialist areas. Whilst this company's traditionally done well during downturns, 20 miles away in Stourbridge, R&M Metal Finishings is half the size it was. Turnover at the automotive supplier plunged from £1.2 million a year to £600,000. It's now crept up to £850,000, and bosses feel the worst is over. Workers have finally returned to a 5-day week.
It's been exceptionally hard on the workers, very difficult for the company, obviously. We've been operating at levels that are just unprecedented. Now we're starting to recover. We're on 5 days, but it's going to take a long time to build up the reserves that we've lost.
We've got business growth in some of our automotive areas. We're winning new contracts. So personally, I'm a lot more optimistic this new year than I was last new year.
Figures from HM Revenue and Customs show a 25% increase in exports in the West Midlands, the highest rise in the country. And accountants predict manufacturing will outperform the rest of the economy this year.
Broadly, the wider picture is we're seeing much more positive trends for manufacturers. They had a terrible 2008 and 2009. The last 6 months or so, I think many manufacturers have started to see definite signs of good quality growth. Most of the growth is driven through the export markets, or has been driven through the export markets.
So things may have been tough at this automotive supplier, but the view of bosses here is that any manufacturers which were going to go bust have now done so, and that those left will now pull through. Joanne Riddle, BBC Midlands Today.